Hello and welcome along to this video. In this video I want to address a question I got from one of my subscribers, Thomas Pearson. Now in his question he said, is there any chance of you doing a quick vid of how to start up a channel and what equipment you need? Just basic equipped if possible. Also any costs. Keep up the good work. Well, thanks very much, Thomas. And we got a bit chatting in the comments section there, and I thought to myself, well, that's a great idea for a video. Because when I first started looking at doing a channel in January of 2019, Jovember, that's a great song title. I digress. So yes, in 2019 I thought, right, I'm going to try and do this channel, and I used to look at some channels and think, well, that looks really good. How on earth do I recreate that, and what equipment do I need? And sometimes it's not really very prominent to what they do. There was a few videos where I saw somebody, for instance, when they do drum videos, and they can get the audios from their electronic drum kit onto the screen, and it's in sync and all that, and they don't have to go through iTunes and all this type of malarkey, and you can buy a cheap connection, which I got for £10, and that was able to get me to record my audio onto my phone, and it came out exactly how it would be, and it's not an ambient thing, it's actually through the equipment. So anyway, that being said, I went down that route a little bit, and then I thought to myself, well, maybe I can put them things into play with some video recording equipment, and I can do some videos, proper videos with me talking, just like I'm doing today. Now my initial thought was to get my camcorder out, get a tripod for it, which I have got, and I would put some audio through that. Now the audio thing that I had, which was able to make me connect my studio up to my phone, all that type of thing, for some reason, even though the connections were there, it just didn't work. I couldn't get any audio through. You could see me talking, but you couldn't. And you had the audio of the room, the ambient audio of the room. Now downstairs, the room's quite big, and you do get a sort of echo. But anyway, so I had a bit of a breakthrough, because at this time, what I do now is I use my laptop. Now my laptop was in its Curry's, getting fixed for about 5 years, and anyway they got it fixed, and to me it was just a bit of a catastrophe from beginning to end. But the short story is, I got my laptop back, and I thought to myself, hang on a minute, if I was to use my laptop, which does have a webcam on it, could that mean that I could record videos into it? Now that was a bit of a breakthrough for me, because I thought, in the way of editing, if you have your phone and then you do things on your phone, that you have to put that into there, you have to get your leads all, I'm kind of cutting out that part. So that's what I do, that's what I did. I started on my laptop. Now the other thing was, I thought, well, I'm going to try and get, if I can, I was looking at audio, because when I was doing my original videos to try and do them, they were getting the ambient sound of the room, which meant that it was very loud, very echoey and very empty, which I thought might put some people off. So I thought, right, I'm going to look for a microphone. Now I researched a bit on Amazon, and the short story is I found one of these, which is what I'm wearing here. Now this goes down there, and it gets plugged into my, does have a large amount of cable on it, so it's quite good for that. And it is a Lavalier microphone, professional grade. Now this here is £9.50 posted on Amazon Prime. It's a phenomenal bit of kit, if that's the right word. So what I do is, I'm going to unplug. So this gets plugged in. Now you do get some adapters with it. Now this adapter here, now it's funny, this one works on my phone. It goes straight through my phone. I can talk in my phone, so I can literally do a video like that with my phone. But I wanted to do it on here. Now if I plug that one in, it won't work. So you've got this little adapter that you get with it, and that one there does actually work in the port back in the room. So yeah, so that's, well, it was £15 when I bought it, now it's £9.50. I do urge anybody who's going to set it up, a channel, and you're going to use your laptop, which I'm using at the moment. I'm not going to say I'm going to use it forever, because at this moment it's doing me really well. I will maybe go down to my HD camcorder, but that'll mean a lot more editing, a lot more to and fro from that equipment to this equipment, because I'll have to edit everything on my laptop anyway. I don't own a tower system anymore. I used to have a few back in the day, and they've just blown up and disappeared, and they're in the bin now, so they're long gone. I used to do stuff on there, and I used to find it easier on there, but then again, these things always vanish. You can't do as much on a laptop, but for what I need, I can do what I want to do. So yes, so I started off with, when I eventually thought a laptop, I would imagine most people would have a laptop. Now this laptop has its camera up there, as you can see. I'm pointing right to it. The only thing I've found on these videos is that it would be better if I looked straight into the microphone. And if I looked straight in the microphone, I can't see myself here because I'm looking there. I'm looking straight at you. But this has got a tendency to concentrate on there. It's got a tendency to make me go a little bit cross-eyed. So for that reason, I tend to look at myself, or look at my own eyes, which means I'm looking a little bit off-centre for you. So maybe without looking too far away. I do want to connect with the audience, but I don't want to sort of go like that and look strange up too high. I don't know, but for me, that if you had a camera, or maybe if you put this further away from yourself, you might look as if you're not really going to be, how can I put it, you're more looking at the person. I'm not too sure how that happens, but that was just a thought of mine, to maybe if I did upgrade to my camcorder and had a bit more equipment with it. I don't really want to get a big microphone because they cost quite a lot of money, and I don't really want to get some, you know, then you've got the whole thing where you get too close and it pops. You know, if you do this with this one, it's really hard to sort of get it to pop, and it's a great angle. It doesn't do anything. Just put it in there, plug it in, and forget about it. And as long as you don't really touch it, you don't really, you know, you can get that whole noise interaction. So yes, so to recap thus far, laptop, also as well, you've got to be careful of your light source. Now I've got the blinds open there, but if I was to put this round here and I was to sit there with the light behind us, it would obliterate me, which might be a good thing. But when you're doing your videos, be careful of your light source. I would imagine if you do a sort of mock video, play it back to yourself. If you look at my very first video, which is my top 10 4K at that point, which is going to be a different 4K soon, because I've watched a load more 4Ks and I've got a lot more titles that would put in the top 10 and some would come out. That looks very dark because I'm sat in the area where there's a lot of light behind us, and it kind of obliterates us. Also the screen size isn't proper because I wasn't too sure how to do that. So it's always good to proofread one of your videos, because if you do, you can see the mistakes. You can maybe not publish it because you can think, well, that didn't work at all. Unfortunately, it's usually when you get to review it and you spend 20 minutes making a video and you think, wow, that didn't work at all. The only good thing about this is when I'm looking at it, if it went wrong, if I had the light was wrong, I would see it instantly. So I would make sure that I wouldn't progress with that video. So that's maybe a tip why a laptop for a starter is a good thing to have. So yes, and the other thing I would say is the only other thing that you need is a software editing program. Now I've chosen a one called HitFilm Express, and this is what I use to do my videos on. Now I chose HitFilm Express because you can get rid of it. Does have a watermark on it, but you can get rid of it. You've got to send an email to yourself and then the activation code, but it's free. You can get you can pay for a paid version of it. I do find that the paid version is very expensive. I don't mind paying for a proper editing system, and also you want one that lasts forever. You don't want one that you have to pay £60 a year for. I think that's a bit extravagant. You want one that you pay £100 for and it lasts. The license lasts for the whole length of the time that you want it. But I've chose HitFilm Express because it does really, it's dead simple, and I don't know much about the editing in HitFilm Express. I was much better at editing on other software things, but they've long gone, like Windows Media 10, that's vanished now. So the short answer in a total recap, Thomas, is to say that laptop, choose your light source, get yourself one of these if you can sit near your computer or long enough, because you do get quite a lot of things, so it can go quite a bit of distance. And also choose an editing software where that is not going to cost anything at first, free. Mess about with it, do a few mock videos and just see how they go, and when you get one that you're more happy with, then start to release that one on your own channel. And I'm sure that anybody who wants to do that would find this a quite easy way to do it. I know I did find it, although I probably did search a bit too much into it, and I thought I might have picked up a few ideas. I might have thought it was much harder than it actually is, but it depends on how professional you want to do about it. I don't know about when you go outside. I think this microphone will work outside on my phone. I do think that I want to do more outside stuff, but that'll make a lot more editing, I have found recently, which is it's downstairs. The tripod for this, which got lost for quite a while, so I can now do some tripod stuff, but I don't know I'll use my phone for that, because I don't know how HitFilm uses let's say my phone stuff. The phone stuff might come through, it might be the wrong scope, all that type of thing, but just at the moment this seems to be working for me. So yeah, so this is just a quick video just to say that in answer to Thomas's question, great question, that it's not that hard, it's not that bad. Get some, I'm sure you would probably have access to a laptop, just try it from there. These things here, like I say, a tenner from Amazon, and they're just as good as one if you get one, if there's one in there for like £10,000, it'll be exactly the same. So don't even worry about the fact that it's not the best one. Get it's not cheap, but it's cheerful. So yes, so thanks for watching, and I hope anybody who decides to do a channel can get some use out of this, and go ahead and do your channel. It's one of the best things you can do, and look forward to seeing any of your future videos on here. Okay, so that's it from me. I'll see you next time.